All right. For anyone watching, welcome back to the stream. This is Lucas.
Hi, everyone.
So this is usually the question I start out with. Like, what made you start keeping reptiles, and what got you into keeping?
Oh, my parents, 100%. My
Okay.
dad, my age, he used to keep snakes, cobras, venomous, all that stuff.
Uh,
And he met my mom. My mom wasn't really into it. She's still not really into the snakes. She's into the geckos now, but she still supported him. And if he wasn't into snakes, I wouldn't be here.
Man, I totally wish I could say the same. My parents want absolutely nothing to do with my hobby.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, they definitely they support me, I mean, they pay for everything and they're really supportive about it and they let me get pretty much whatever I want. I mean, I have a pretty crazy collection for a 15-year-old.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, it would have been really fun if my parents were into keeping, but oh well. I mean, can't have it all, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, were the green shoe pythons your first breeding project or
Um, Basically by myself, yes. I did help my dad with the ball pythons when he was into it. He stopped 5 years ago, but now
Mhm.
we're getting back into it. So yeah, this is kind of like my first breeding from
Yeah.
coming back from a little break.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really done any big reptile projects yet.
Hmm.
The ones I have coming up, which is super ambitious and will probably fail, but I'm really into it, is Savannah monitors. I have a nice male, and man, I would love to breed him, but
Oh yeah.
that's gonna be a challenge and a half.
Hmm.
Um, I love the Boega; those are just wicked. I have a Sienna on the way,
Nice.
so I'll probably start with that. And
I can't keep any of those. They're
yeah,
illegal in my state.
oh, that's a bummer.
I can't even keep a
Really?
corn snake in my state
You can't keep a corn snake.
because they're native.
That is, and they really count Boega as a dangerous venomous animal.
Hmm.
That is weird. Can you keep invertebrates like tarantulas and
Hmm. Yeah.
that is weird, man. I,
Yeah.
I know so many tarantulas have way more potent venom than a Boega.
Oh yeah. But native non-venomous we can't keep, so the corn snakes and the eastern king snakes that are here, but native venomous we can keep because they consider it invasive. So a copperhead here is fucking invasive apparently.
That is so stupid.
It is stupid. It is actually very stupid.
So, do you work with venomous?
Yeah, let me show you. I got a copperhead
Oh, that's awesome.
in there. It's tucked in there.
Yeah, man, I would love to get into venomous. In the Netherlands, it's completely legal. I mean, there's no reptile laws.
Really?
If I the only laws are for native animals, but we don't
Mm-hmm.
really have very many native reptiles,
Mm-hmm.
so that's not really something I'm bummed about. Um, but if I wanted to, I could go get a saltwater croc, no
Oh
problem.
shit!
Yeah, there's no laws,
Can't
but
even keep those here either.
yeah, I mean, not. I feel like most places in America you can't have um, crocodilians.
Without permits and stuff, but
Yeah, exactly. For here, there's a lot of laws about exotic mammals like primates and foxes and big cats and stuff like that.
mm-hmm.
No reptile laws. There is one reptile law, but it's more of a regulation, and it's no snake over 4 meters long, which is 15-ish foot.
Okay.
But you can still own them. You just have to register it with the government,
Mm-hmm.
so they know okay, this person has that animal and stuff like that. But it's very strange.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to get into venomous, but parents don't allow it, which I
Yeah,
kind of
my dad was really into it, so he doesn't mind it, but my mom fucking hates it.
right. Yeah.
We those that copperhead I showed you came from a mom that we caught and she gave birth. So at the reptile shop I work at, someone called in saying that there's a brown little snake, and we go into his basement and he was barefoot and he said 1 foot away from him it was right there and it was coiled with its head open,
Oh
like
man.
that. And my
Oh
dad was
man.
like, "It's pregnant." I'm like, "Dude, shut up." I started
Oh,
laughing
man.
at him, and then like a month later, it dropped 10 babies.
Damn. Copperheads are easily my favorite venomous snake. I mean, I love them.
They're just so
I
cute.
I'm not a big fan of the elapids. I don't know
Mhm.
why.
I mean,
Like,
they're kind of cool. I just feel like they're too flighty for me.
yeah, that's the same thing for me. Like, I love them, and like, if you're working with them, I will admire you. You know, like I will.
Hmm.
I think they're stunning animals, but like,
Yeah.
they're just too much for me. You know,
Hmm.
I mean, they are a lot to deal with. But yeah, the small vipers are really my thing. I really love
Hmm.
those. Yeah.
Yeah. I did have a timber rattlesnake too for like 2 days for like a snake relocation. That was fun. And
Rattlesnakes are awesome.
yeah, I think that's the only rattlesnake I've had.
Right. I really want to get some pygmy rattlesnakes. I love
Oh yeah.
those.
I
Really
really want to
beautiful.
get the red phase ones.
Oh, those are
I
wicked.
just gotta find the ones that are legal, like that are in Georgia,
Right.
because I can't really get anything out of state and stuff.
Right. So are all venomous legal or only native venomous?
Only native venomous.
What venomous stuff do you have? Copperheads, I'm guessing cottonmouths?
Um, Copperheads, cottonmouths, the timber rattlesnakes, the pygmies, coral snakes. I think that's it. Oh, and the
Coral.
eastern diamondbacks, but
Right.
I'm not gonna fuck with those.
No, those are no joke. I have, man, I remember I used to live in Los Angeles for like 10 years. I lived there. And I was out in the forest with my mom, and like we see this snake under a log. And like back then, I wasn't, I was very knowledgeable. I was like 6 or something, right?
Hmm.
She goes under, she like starts getting her face close to take photos and stuff. And like, I just told her, like, don't do that. You don't know what it is.
Hmm.
And like, we go back looking at the photos, and it was like a 6 foot diamondback rattlesnake.
Holy
And
shit.
she was like 2 foot, her face was like 2 foot from it.
Jesus.
Man,
Holy
it
fuck.
was a gorgeous snake. It had like some
Yeah.
crazy blues on it. It's really beautiful. But
Yeah. What stuff do you keep?
I have, I keep a lot of invertebrates.
Okay.
But reptile wise, I have a tegu, my Savannah monitor, crested gecko, carpet python, BCI or BI now, and corn snake, and the boega that's on the way.
Okay.
But I have like 50 other invertebrates. Yeah,
Nice.
I'm kind of limited on space at the moment,
Hmm.
so I had to downsize my collection a bit. Um, and yeah, so at the moment, I don't have much reptiles.
Hmm.
Yeah. We are looking at a new house, so I'll probably get into breeding then.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're working on the basement right now, which is gonna be like the main reptile room, and then hopefully in my room, like I just want my room to be simple. Like I want a computer there, I want like a PC, like teenage
Right.
shit,
Yeah.
But like I still want probably like my incubator and like some babies in here.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Originally,
Babies is something I would want close to me.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So my closet right here is actually there's a rack with hog nose like Hondurans and stuff like that. But hopefully we can tear the closet down, and I want to put like my dream stuff in here.
Right.
So like tree monitors in the middle. I was thinking a pair of basins, and then like a Bolins or something like that.
Man.
Dude,
Man,
that's
I would literally do anything for a tree monitor.
oh
I
yeah,
mean, holy moly.
a pair of green tree monitors.
Man, I'm really into the macrame. I love
Oh
those.
yeah, the blue trees too. Freaking
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my local store has an old macrame, but man, they are so expensive here. Like over 2,500.
Same over here, dude. It's fucking
Man.
crazy.
Yeah. No way I could afford that.
So are the yellows more expensive over there too?
The yellow trees.
Yeah, because the yellows over here are
Um,
like the most expensive you can get.
really? The
Hmm.
black trees are the most expensive here. They
So
go for around 5 grand.
the blacks.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
And
dude! I
then
was in
I don't even think I've seen a yellow for sale.
Daytona like 2 years ago. There was a pair of black trees for $600.
No
I've seen
way.
it go from blacks to greens to blues and then to yellows. That's
Dude,
like from the lowest to the expensive.
greens are probably the cheapest for me. I could get one for around like 750.
Okay.
But I would get a wild caught like for that money, you know. I wouldn't get a
Hmm.
seat for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're pricey little animals.
Oh yeah. Smart as fuck too.
Yeah, they're awesome, man. With
Super
those
smart.
arms, the way they use those arms,
Yeah.
wicked. Man, I would love a croc monitor. Those are kind of just like tree monitors on steroids.
Yeah. I'm still
But
kind of scared of those though. I'm not gonna even lie.
I feel like even the people who have been working with them for ages are still kind of scared of them.
Mm-hmm.
Is that an albino Honduran?
Albino Nelsons.
Nelson's. Man, I want some milk snakes.
Mm-hmm. I love milk snakes way more than king snakes. I'm being honest.
King snakes aren't my thing at all.
Like I know they're more hardier and like stuff. Like they're not as skittish, but dude, these colors, you can't find
Yeah,
this on a
the
fucking
colors are
website.
crazy. I mean, yeah, especially if you start getting into the morphs of the milk snakes.
Mm-hmm.
Whoo-wee. Like I think they're striped milk snakes, right?
Yeah. So like they're called splotched.
Right. Yeah, those are the
And
ones I'm thinking of.
dude,
Crazy.
I love those.
Me too, man. Those are really, really awesome snakes.
But yeah, around this time last year, this was like hatchling, like right out
Really?
the egg. It's freaking crazy how fast they grow.
Yeah. I I got my corn snake like 3 years ago, and it's matured pretty recently.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I don't know why. Like it's a male as well. Like it had such a slow grow rate.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird.
Yeah, and I just love the colors too, because like you see how the white is like not really. It's like an off-white.
Yeah.
And then let me show you the male.
Man,
Hopefully, I can have these guys ready next year.
that's cool. Yeah. I would love some bull snakes. I love bull snakes.
Oh yeah, the white is just super white. Like
Damn, that
it
is a
hasn't even
gorgeous snake.
changed.
You can. Am I seeing a little bit of yellow in the white?
Yeah, that's the banding.
Yeah. That is gorgeous. That is a gorgeous animal.
Thank you.
Wow. Man, I need some milk snakes. They are hard to come by around here.
You
And they're
serious?
not cheap. Yeah, they are not cheap around here.
Holy
Like
moly!
300. They go for more than Mexican blacks. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. I really like the Dendrophilia. Ooh. Is that a
hognose?
conda? Albino conda?
Yeah, albino super.
Yeah. Hognoses, I don't know. I've always thought about keeping them. And like I've always like been like, oh, I'm gonna get a hognose now, you know? And I just never committed to it.
If I did not have any of these hognoses, I would have been into tree monitors by now. Because the same person I bought my first green tree from, Sim Container, if
Yeah.
you've heard of them.
Yeah, definitely.
He had a male green tree for sale for around the same price as like a group of hognoses I was gonna buy. And I was like, dude, I don't know if I should do it. He said he'll give me a discount because it was on my birthday too. So he was like really tempting me. But at the same time, I didn't have a big enough enclosure.
Yeah, all right.
And
Fair.
then, so that happened. I passed. That night they had an auction going on, and there was a blood python. So I was like, okay, why don't I just get into blood pythons? And this guy on like he's pretty well known on YouTube. He has like 50,000 subscribers or something.
What's
Drunk
his
as
name?
fuck, huh?
What's his name?
I don't know, but I know he does like rattlesnakes and stuff like that. I know it's not Will Nace.
Tyler
But-
Nolan?
No.
No.
I'll send you his like link when I find it. But he was drunk and he fucking like put double the amount I put in like 5 minutes. I was like, no, I'm good. So and then out of nowhere, I just like fuck it, just do hognoses.
Yeah. Hognoses are really
Glad I
cool.
did.
I really do like them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hognoses are also not cheap around here. Like, man, just like a normal male would be like 200.
You serious?
Yeah. Yeah, they're not cheap. A super conda would. Ooh, is that an Arctic?
Snow conda.
Man, that's gorgeous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm super excited to pair this with this. It'd be awesome.
That's going to be a killer pairing.
Yeah, it'll just be albinos that are het because she's not het for anything.
Right. But she's a super conda, right?
Yeah, so there'll all be condas too.
Right. So there'll be condas. You could get some super condas as well.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, a super conda, I saw one. It went for like 1,200. I'm not
Normal,
joking. No, no, a super conda.
like just a normal super conda, no albino or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah, yeah. It's crazy.
I'll show you this one. I bought this one too with from someone else, just a normal for like $80.
I feel
And
like the normals are just one of the nicest though. Like they're just so good.
wait until you hear this. Guess how old this thing is?
2 years? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is it male?
Female.
No way.
Yep.
I'm thinking it's like, kind of smallish male.
It's
Jesus, that's a
it's
female.
female. Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that's kind of funny.
I bought it from someone that I knew is like I knew what I was getting into when I bought it. It was $80. I know that reputation from the person and stuff, but this thing would not fucking eat for me. Um, one of my friends told me to try like hot dogs, and it took it, and then out of nowhere started eating pinkies on its own, and now we're kind of going through the same shit again.
Man, I think what's the place? Reptilinks. They sell like scent
The
bottles.
frog juice, yeah.
Yeah. Have you tried that?
Not yet. I kept on telling my friend about it, but he's like, "Do you have frogs in your fucking backyard? Just go find one." So I was like, "True."
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that scent juice is like stronger than a frog, so
Hmm.
it like knocks out the scent of the mice.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. So do you have any lizards? Do you work with lizards?
Um. Let's see. Well, not me personally. My sister has a blue tongue skink, and then my mom, if you follow her, she has all those crested geckos.
Right. I don't know if I follow. I think I follow your dad.
Okay. Here's a big girl.
That's man. They are gorgeous animals. Like the way they're built is so unique.
Their scales feel so cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They're cool.
she's a possible head exantic. So I don't even know why. I was getting excited for this one, and I didn't even know like about any of the breeding stuff at that time. So I was more excited about this one.
You have any pairings planned for that one?
Um, yeah, actually, I have an albino male that's het exantic. So I mean, it'll just make it exantics. I mean, albino and snows and stuff like that.
Right.
But my
Cool.
most anticipated has to be that super conda to the
Right.
snow conda, and
Yeah.
then this one.
So what's the breeding cycle for hognoses? Do they need like brumation?
Mm-hmm. Brumation, I
So,
believe, for like 3 months,
okay.
and then you can start pairing them. I've heard people that don't need a brood, like they don't brumate them at all. And people do
I
like
mean,
so
I feel
many.
like yeah. I mean, I've heard people who don't even brumate corn snakes and have been successful.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, what time of year do you put them in?
Like October, November, I believe.
Okay.
I haven't done any of that stuff yet, so hopefully this
That
year
is,
will be
what is that? Is that Atlantic?
yeah, exantic. That's het for snow.
Nice.
So this is probably like my most excited because exantic condas are just fucking beautiful.
They are really nice. Yeah. What are the super dark morphs? Sabers,
Stable.
right? Sable. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
Yeah, those are really nice.
I want to get into that stuff, but dude, expensive.
Yeah, it's very expensive. Yeah. A part of me wants to start breeding corn snakes, but like not in like a big project, just because like I want to breed my male because yeah, he's really gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. It's just like a part of me wants to focus more on the rare stuff and the stuff that needs more breeding in the hobby. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to think. If you want, I can go grab something. I'll go grab the corn snake. I'll show you him.
Yeah, go ahead, dude.
I'll be right back. So
Oh damn,
he's
that's a corn snake.
yeah, that's a corn snake. Yeah, he's a
Nice.
super mask ghost. He's about 3 years old now.
Okay.
When he was a baby,
Freaking.
he had lots of patterning. Oh,
Yeah, when I was at bar checks the other day, if you saw that,
yeah,
his corn snakes, I don't understand any morph. I honestly, I don't really care about corn snakes because they're illegal here.
yeah,
So
fair
like,
enough.
I still don't know the morphs or any of that stuff. But he had some
Yeah,
like scaleless fire, sun kiss thingy majiggy.
man,
Dude, that thing
I
was
would love to
crazy.
go to Brian's place sometime.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, it's
everyone
a
has to.
little tricky when he's halfway across the world.
Hmm.
I would love to go to Nerd. I talked to Rob and Jeremy on the
Hmm.
podcast a little while ago. Um, they're really nice people.
Yeah,
But yeah,
might as well just give everyone a hint. If anybody watches this shit, I'll be going back to Nerd in June. So kind of a secret.
man, that's probably my dream place to go to. Like to see their monitors. Like I'm a big lizard guy, you know. Their
Those
monitor,
monitors.
man.
They pulled out when I was there the first time. They pulled out that huge black dragon male.
Yeah,
That thing was insane. And then they
yeah,
have
man.
like 9 foot croc monitors. Unreal.
When we had Rob on the podcast, like we didn't expect him to be in Nerd when he came on.
Hmm.
Like he hops on and he's in Nerd, and we were like all so surprised. And he kind of took us on a walk around of the place and like showed us some stuff, and like he pulled out some dwarf caiman, and man, it was so awesome.
Yeah, dude, their dwarf games are freaking. They're tame, dude. They're so tame.
It's crazy. I mean, man, I don't get it. Like, how do you make a dwarf caiman like that? It's like,
Like when I was in the cave, you know that room, the cave with
yeah,
Lilith in there and stuff.
yeah, yeah,
They had that like juvenile dwarf came in,
yeah. That's the
and
one he showed us.
Rob was like, "Come here." That thing was freaking going like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
freaking
yeah.
crazy.
He just starts like petting its chin, and like
Yeah.
he just treated it like a bearded dragon. I swear.
Hmm.
I mean, I can only dream to have an animal like that one day.
And I wish Brian's melanistic gator was like that. Pepper.
Yeah, Pepper's awesome.
Salt is freaking like so tame. It's freaking so calm. But
Yeah.
Pepper is like, meh.
Yeah, I mean, man, those two, they do some really amazing work with taming down the monitors
Mhm.
and stuff like that. That is gorgeous.
Let's see if
I
I can
need
pull.
milk snakes, man. I mean, like,
Yeah, dude.
I need to just invest in a breeding group, probably. I mean,
Oh yeah.
so
Yeah, I
what
gotta.
are the ideal ratios for those? Like, you'd want more females than males, right?
Mhm.
So, like, for example, like 2.5 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Right now I have 2.2. So I have a pair of these. This one's a regular hypo tangerine. That's het for extreme hypo. And
Ooh,
then the male is a extreme hypo tangerine vanishing pattern.
that's
Came
awesome.
from came from Nerd. Freaking doing excellent.
Yeah, man. Do you know if they're? I remember I saw a video from them, and they did some hybrids with corn snakes and hognose snakes.
The the hognose and the scaleless corn snake.
Yeah, did that thing work?
No.
I was,
I don't I didn't bring it up, but I'm sorry. I don't think it worked.
yeah, I saw that on their video, and I was like, I was really confused. I
Mhm.
was like, it makes no sense. Completely separate genuses. I mean, they have like no similarities.
The coolest thing I saw there was them trying to breed the anacondas to the boa.
Yeah. I actually thought about getting a yellow anaconda for my male, but I didn't know if the hybrids worked with yellows and boas or just greens and boas.
Yeah. So I don't really know either, but I know he had like a big group of anacondas and boas breeding.
Yeah, yeah,
I
man.
wonder how that went
I
because
I asked Rob how that one went, and he said they were having some locks, so I'm guessing they got eggs. or not eggs, live birth. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're in shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I love anacondas though. I mean,
Yeah, I wouldn't keep one. I'm being honest.
I
Too
would keep a
much,
yellow. I wouldn't keep a green.
too much space.
Is that a pine snake?
Gopher snake. It's in
Gophers.
shed.
I love
Yeah,
I
this
love
one's
that
gonna
whole group of
scare me.
snakes, like gophers, pines, fox.
Yeah, I still need to find a female. There's this guy on Morph Market that has like one time he had like every kind of this. It's just that like he has so many bad reviews. I'm not gonna risk it.
Yeah, right.
I tried to message him about one. It was this, but female, and she was het for Rusty, a gene that would go well with this.
Right, yeah. I think there rusty in um bull snakes?
Gopher snakes.
Gopher snakes. I feel like I've heard it. It kind of makes them like a dark brownish red, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and I messaged him. I tried to like negotiate, and 5 days later, 5 days. That's freaking bad customer service right there.
5 days?
Yeah, he messaged me back, and he goes, he doesn't even for more info text this number.
Right.
So you're not gonna say yes or no to my negotiation. I gotta text someone and probably wait another 5 days.
That's
That's bullshit. He has so many bad reviews too. Like I'm not even gonna risk it, even though he's the only one that basically gets them in.
yeah. I'd say just wait it out. I mean,
Yeah.
someone's got us to have some.
And
Sounds
I
kind of
still
weird, but like, I mean, you could always look on Craigslist. Like, I see some pretty crazy good stuff on that stuff.
Mhm.
I found my Tegu. Like, there was actually a breeder, and she was like the only breeder in the Netherlands, so I had no idea even existed. And she was like a good breeder, you know. I did a lot of research into her, and like
Is
she
there any way
posted
I can flip the
on
camera on here?
Craigslist. Say that again.
Is there any way I can flip the camera on here? If not, then just
There should be. Yeah, if you go down a bit, you can see it says cam/mic. I don't know if it's on iPad, but on computer it is.
okay.
And
There we go.
yeah.
There we go.
Oh man, that's not a basin, right?
No, I wish.
I would honestly kill for any emerald tree boa.
Yeah, dude. So here's my second emerald. My first one is back where all the green trees are, and adult female. Bought her as an adult female. She's doing great. And then this one up here was sold to me as a fucking male. And Jeremy came over and probed it, and it was a female.
Damn,
So I have 3 females now.
that's a bummer. But hey, on the bright side, if you do find a male, you'll have 3 pairings.
Oh yeah. Just for my first emerald, I gotta wait like 3 more years.
Yeah.
Because I got her.
I'm guessing they're slow growers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There was in the UK on Morph Market, there was a basin, adult female, 3,000.
Adult female basin for $3,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta be shitting me.
Captive
Dude,
bred as well. Captive bred.
Babies here are 3,000 and up.
No way.
Yes.
They're cheaper here there.
An adult male from Nerd, you can get like a almost ready to breed female for like $10,000.
10,000? 10? Holy shit. Yeah, yeah, no. It was I'll send you the link later so you can check it out. It was a stunning female. Pretty dark, beautiful whites. Man, it was gorgeous. Yeah. I honestly, if I had that money, I would have immediately booked a flight to the UK.
Oh yeah. So here's my first emerald.
Oh man, honestly, they're such awesome snakes. Like
I've
like, you obviously want some snakes, but then you have that like one species that like you like really want, you know?
Mhm.
And for me, that's emerald tree boas. I mean, they are just the pinnacle of snakes for me.
Yeah, dude, these are my favorite without a doubt. I'm still having thoughts on like, because some people ask me all the time, green trees or emeralds. and I usually say emeralds, but now after hatching baby green trees, I don't really know what to say.
Yeah, I'd probably say green trees if I bred them as well. But
Mhm.
like I feel like if you ever well, no, if you ever but like when you breed emeralds, you will probably like those more. I mean, the babies on emerald tree boas are just yeah.
Yeah. So most people don't know this, but I mean, if you were kind of like an OG, I had a baby green emerald. I had a baby emerald that was born green. It was a male.
Wait.
And,
A baby emerald that was born green.
mhm. It's
That is
fairly like common. There's some that like have been born green. So I just like I really liked it. It was a male apparently, so I wanted to see how it like how the colors changed, even though it was
right.
born green. And it died.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah. I fed it something that was I guess a little too big.
Yeah,
It
they're pretty sensitive.
regurgitated, and once they regurgitate, it's like game over.
So,
Don't blame me.
yeah. I've never had a snake regurgitate, which I'm so happy about.
Yeah, dude. It
But
sucks.
yeah, I can only imagine. For me, another species I really want is Sanzinia.
Okay. Freaking look at that mean ass snake. Look at that.
It wants kisses.
Yeah, I'm good. I've been bit by her once. I'm not gonna do it again.
Man, I got nailed on like the tips of my fingers by my large boa.
Oof.
Sucked, man. Like tips right on these two tips.
Yeah, dude. The worst bite was from a basin at nerd subadult right in the thumb, like right there.
Oh man,
For the
dude,
rest of the trip, I couldn't even move it.
they scare me. Basins scare me. Like,
Dude, once I got bit by that emerald, I was scared of every single emerald I'd come across. Even my own emerald, I was still fucking scared of it.
I can't blame you, man. Their teeth are massive, and those
Yeah.
jaw strength.
Yeah,
It's
he
crazy.
like 10 minutes later he started showing me the baby basins, and I was still like, get the fuck away from me.
Man, my boa he's bitten me a bunch of times. I mean, I'm not very careful when I'm working with non-venomous, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and he got me like right on the thumb muscle, like right here.
Oof.
And he like punctured my muscle, and
Jesus.
like I couldn't move my hand. Like it was bad. The
Yeah,
head.
I had this girl on my hand. She was just laying there, and then I had my other phone, like my other hand was on my phone, and I was just on my bed on my phone, and she struck me out of nowhere, and she bit me. So it was more kind of like the shock than the
Right.
bite,
Yeah.
but it still was kind of bad.
Yeah. I think probably once I move, the first species I'm getting is a Amazon tree boa. I really like those, and they're not too pricey for a captive bred in my area. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
150 for like a yellow phase captive bred.
Oh yeah, dude, that's not bad.
No, it's not. So definitely gonna get a pair of those.
I almost got into Amazon's.
They're cool.
Um, yeah, there was a guy on this old like reptile ad website that had like a solid yellow, like McDonald's yellow Amazon
Man,
for like 150. I was like, nah, you're joking. So I did more research, and turns out this guy was an illegal smuggler that smuggled in like thousands of tortoises in like New Jersey or something. So I
damn.
was like, oh, dude, I'm good. This scam.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But man, yellow phases and Halloween phases are my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Red phases, I came across one red phase Amazon tree boa, and it was like 700.
Damn.
Red phases are super uncommon near me, so I can't really blame them. But I mean, at the same time, I don't really get how phases can be more expensive because, like, you know, you didn't breed it, or you put like no effort in to get that color. You know what I mean?
And they are polygenic too, which is one thing I don't really like. So like, let's say you pair like a red to like a yellow or something,
You're gonna get Halloweens, for
you can
example.
get like fucking brown ugly ass babies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah,
So I
exactly.
think,
Which is why I don't get like how people price phases more expensively. You know,
mm-hmm.
because
Unless
like,
there's like calico in it, I can understand. I still don't
yeah,
understand calico, but
I
there
mean,
was a
calico is like it's like a deformity kind of, like it's not a common thing. So that I kind of get.
Hmm.
But like, yeah, the rest I don't really get.
Yeah,
But
there was a red calico at the shop I work at for like $600. I mean, it wasn't bad.
that's not a horrible price, but I mean, that's still pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Um, I really like the arboreal tree vipers. But yeah, those are also the same, with their phases, which is a
Hmm.
little bit of a bummer, but yeah.
Bummer is I can't fucking keep them. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Can you
if
get
I
permits
really
for
want,
them?
what happened?
Could you get permits for them?
That's what I was gonna say. If I really want to, I can try and get a permit. It's just that the only place that I know of is the zoo, and it's like 40 minutes away from me, and I know for a fact the zoo is not gonna take me.
Yeah, because you have to be 18 probably, right?
Probably.
How old are you?
16.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. You don't need any permits for me, but I'll probably still try to get an apprenticeship
Mm-hmm.
um, when I start heavily getting into venomous because, yeah, there's one venom hospital and it's across the country for me. So
Oh,
I really have to like know my shit. So I have to be careful.
yeah.
Um,
And that's what I tell everyone. It's like people that want to get into venomous here. They're like, oh, I want to buy a king cobra and like all this shit's so cool. I'm like, dude, work with the stuff that's near you. So if you get bit, the hospitals have the anti venom.
yeah, definitely. Yeah. And you also have to like make sure you know the hospital so they know like, okay, this person has this, this, and this. And
Mm-hmm.
we have to do this, this, and this when he comes.
Yeah.
I mean, you also have to think like the venom hospitals, they aren't there for your Asian species. Like, yeah, which makes it way harder. I mean, they have to like ship out anti-venom out for you and yeah, it's a hassle and a half, but I feel like
Yeah.
tree vipers are one of the easier venomous to handle.
Yeah, because it's like something that's like more of display and like nothing you're really gonna like take out.
Exactly.
Which is why I like them a lot too.
And even if you have to take them out for like full cage maintenance or checkups or
It's not
whatever,
that
like
bad.
they're small. You just get a nice long hook and a tube.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, the zoo near me has some pretty cool stuff. They got a basin, of course. That's where like I saw my first basin in real life. It's like 3 years ago. I was freaking flipping my shit. That basin had babies too.
Yeah.
So the zoo let us like go backstage and like see the babies.
Yeah, my zoo has one reptile and it's just the green anaconda, which is cool, but like I've
What?
seen, yeah, they don't have a very good reptile selection.
Huh.
They mostly have amphibians,
Hmm.
but yeah, I mean, I love green anacondas, but I mean, I've seen plenty of green anacondas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Um,
probably the coolest thing that the zoo has is Jamaican boas and Mangshanks.
Mangshanks. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Those are just, they're kind of, I feel like they're kind of like the Sanzinia of the hot world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've never even seen a Sanzinia.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, they're completely unheard of over here.
Damn. I saw like I think it was the first time I've seen one at Stephen Cush's and Desiree's place,
Right, yeah.
and he just pulled out like a huge green one, and then he had like a baby like red one or whatever.
Yeah.
I still understand. I still don't understand the phases, but he had one that was like bright red as a baby.
There's two phases, I believe. There's green phase. Well, they're actually two different localities. There's the green locality and the something something locality, which is more brown.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they're babies, they go through like the same thing as like green tree pythons. Like they're red as babies or yellow, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, there was in the UK. There's a lot of stuff for sale in the UK that I really want, but in the UK there was a green Sanzinia for sale for like 2,000. So
Damn.
yeah.
Is it easy to ship where you're at?
No, it's actually illegal to ship reptiles.
Shut up.
No, I'm
Then how
serious.
are you gonna wait? What?
You have to get them like, there's special people who deliver them. So
Uh huh.
like a courier. So they don't just like go through the post. There's like actual businesses that go to like ship reptiles and like
Okay.
animals. Um,
So
but
is there any like overnight shipping and stuff?
no, no, it takes like usually like a week.
Holy shit.
But I never get shipments because that shit's so expensive. It's like 500 euros to get like a baby corn snake shipped to you.
That is stupid.
Yeah. Um, but like, yeah. So what I always do, if I mean, the Netherlands is pretty small, you know, so I can go from all the way at the bottom to all the way at the top in like 2.5 hours by car.
Okay.
So I can usually get all my stuff. I just have to get a car.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, I generally shop at stores or expos for reptiles.
Hmm.
Invertebrates, they get shipped. You can ship invertebrates.
Okay. Yeah, this is one thing I hate about the Jamaican boas. I really want a pair of Jamaican boas, but you can't ship them across state lines. So I think the zoo is the only people that have Jamaican boas, and I know for a
Can't
fact they're
you,
not going to sell to the public. So,
right? Can you like drive to the different states and pick them up?
mm.
They can't cross state lines. How do they get them into the state in the first place?
Probably like permits and stuff.
That is a pain, man.
Yeah. Let's see
Yeah,
if I can show you one of the. Here's my favorite so far of the babies.
they're so small.
Yeah, dude, they are fucking tiny. Like compared to my finger. Let's see.
Oh my, wow, they're really small.
Yeah, there's my little freaking nail regrowing.
Man, they're way smaller than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Like with like Boega, when you should see those when they're babies. I
Are they
mean,
tiny?
they are like about as thick as this computer
Ooh,
cable,
shit.
and they're like maybe 5 inches long.
Damn.
They're tiny. You need to like feed them like mouse tails because they're too small for pinkies.
Yeah, I tried to feed these mouse heads yesterday, and none of that worked. So the same day I went to go get like tiny, tiny, tiny pinkies, and they're still not really interested. I tried chicken feathers, like like a chick.
Right. Yeah, I've heard that like most baby arboreals, they take like longer to get onto food.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, one thing that I know people try. I don't know if they do it with green tree pythons, but they do it with Amazon tree boas. Is like eggs from quails, and then they like take the little tiny quail out of the egg. So they get like a fertilized egg, and then they take the baby out when it's growing, so it's even smaller. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And then it's like tiny, tiny, tiny little bird.
Okay.
And I've heard that works, but I've never tried it, nor have I known someone who's tried it. But yeah.
So yeah, that's my the chick is like the only option I have right now. There is another like trick from Gary Shavino. I think that's what his last name is.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
says that when you're thawing out rodents, like the pinkies use like this kind of soap that has like no odor, no fragrance, and
so
then
it
you
kind of
thaw them
washes
out.
the scent away.
What was that?
So it kind of washes the scent away.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he puts them in a little deli cup and like close the lid, and it's just a snake and the pinky in there.
Huh. Interesting.
And he said usually like 3 out of like because he did an experiment with his like carpet pythons, and 3 out of 4 babies ate.
I feel like, but carpet pythons are definitely easier to get onto food. Like they're one
Mm-hmm.
of the more food aggressive babies. I have my carpet python. It's a baby, um, and man, the day I got it, ate for me.
Yeah.
It's an awesome snake. I love that snake. Really, really aggressive, which is kind of fun when it's a baby. Little feisty baby.
Yeah, I used to have, dude. One day I was at home chilling, and my dad came back home with like a 5 foot carpet. I didn't even know. I didn't even know what it was, like what kind of morph, but it was like a nice like bright yellow like looking carpet,
A
and I
jaguar.
guess he sold it.
Yeah, those are
And
jaguars.
then some person dropped off a baby carpet to us, and then my dad sold it too. I wouldn't mind keeping them. They're
Yeah,
such a
carpets
cool
are really
thing.
fun. I mean,
Yeah.
they're really fun. Mine, I have them set up like more arboreal than most people do.
Hmm.
I have them set up like in the same exoterra that you have behind you, the small ones.
Hmm.
And he always sits perched up like a green shoe python next to the heat pad.
Yeah, dude. At Brian's place, he had a retic. He had a few retics that were like perching like green trees.
Yeah, Perdita
Like
does that, right?
yeah, like 9 foot retics perching like a green
That
tree.
is that is just awesome. Like if you
Yeah.
say that's not cool, you're lying. I mean,
Oh yeah.
that is just awesome. I would love a retic. Like really, really want one.
Yeah. I have 3. I would have had 4 if my other one was still here. Would have passed away.
Yeah. Yeah, I want I also really like Superdorf berms.
Hmm.
Those are really cool.
I've just never seen one for sale.
Me neither. I actually just heard about them recently.
Okay.
I've been looking into them and they're awesome.
So yeah, in the other room with the where the geckos are, I have them in like big tubs for now until I get the cages for the reptile room. But like the Christmas tree tubs,
Right, yeah.
and I have a hypo granite, ivory granite, and a pearl. Those are my 4 berms. 1.3.
I am jealous. I love Burmese pythons.
Yeah, dude, they're awesome. And
They're really
then for the retics, I have a golden child motley. Freaking love that thing. It's all black and it has like the rainbow iridescence. I think it's probably one of my favorite snakes here.
those are just those are crazy, man. They're really crazy snakes.
I have an albino motley tiger male. It's pretty cool. I traded a ball python for him, so I'm not complaining.
No way.
Yeah, I
Man,
traded a ball python and paid him $50 and made it a deal. A breeder ready albino motley tiger for a baby genetic stripe ball python,
a genetic stripe, just a genetic stripe.
like butter lesser genetic stripe or something like that.
That that's a deal and a half.
Oh yeah.
Man.
And then I have a baby normal head albino, just for like a pet, but she's a bitch. She's like the literally the definition of a devil.
Right. Yeah, when I move houses, maybe I'll get into berms. Retics are just a
Mhm.
little too big, and super dwarfs, I just don't really trust them because too many people are hybridizing them nowadays.
Oh
So
yeah.
I don't know any breeders who I trust enough to sell me a super dwarf and
Hmm.
trust that it's actually a super dwarf, you know?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, berms, I could see myself getting a male berm sometime.
Hmm. But yeah, I'm with those snakes. I don't even know how many. Like it's like 7 big snakes. Dude, we're not doing any more of those.
I can imagine.
It's
I mean,
too much space.
too much space and like it's expensive to feed big snakes. I mean,
Hmm.
like just getting like 5 large like jumbo rats for my boa, it costs like 30 euros. Or like that's like $40.
Which is why my dad feeds him chicken drumsticks. He buys like a
I
12
can,
pack for like $8,
I can imagine that works.
and we just feed like 5 drumsticks at a time to each one.
Huh. Yeah, birds are cheaper for me. Like whole birds, like I can get a whole large quail for like €1.
Damn.
I can get like a kilo of them for I think it was 25 euros. A kilo. I'm talking in the metric system because that's how my brain works.
Oh yeah,
Um,
no, you're fine, dude.
a kilo is like a few pounds, 3 pounds, something like that. Um, so yeah, I can definitely see myself getting a berm. I love berms.
Yeah.
It was funny when we had Rob on the podcast. The first thing we said was, "So today we're going to talk about berms only." Um,
Rob lost
his
his shit.
face, his face went straight.
Yeah. I can understand him though. It's not like he doesn't. He like he berms are cool. It's just the people that he doesn't like.
Yeah,
Did he
yeah.
tell you the story? Did he tell you the story about someone feeding it a cat?
I don't think he did.
he was talking to someone. I think he had like a snake, and he was just walking on the street, and someone like came up to him and was like, "Yo, that's something something, right?" And then the guy's like, "Yeah, I have a berm, like a huge tank. My cat was next to it, and I threw it in the cage, and it ate it."
Oh,
That's when Rob was like, "Okay, yeah, bye. I don't fucking like berms anymore."
that's fucked up. Feeding
Big
your
fuck.
cat? Man, that person's going to the wrong place.
Big time,
Jesus,
dude.
that is messed up.
Man, here I haven't introduced the snake yet. It's albino tangerine Honduran.
That's
It's a
awesome. I
male.
remember,
Wish it was a fucking female.
yeah, that would have been a killer female. But I remember when I was a kid, there was this pet store near me, and I spent a lot of time in there.
Mhm.
And they would let me work with like the baby milk snakes,
Mhm.
and like I would get the shit bit out of me. I mean, they are the most nippy little things ever.
Yeah, when I was in the BHB part of Bartrek's place, like the actual reptile breeding stuff, I was
Right.
looking through like the babies, and of course like corn snakes, like one rack, like freaking 10 racks full of corn snakes,
I know.
and there's like this one little rack that's like fit for me because I can't freaking get any corn snakes, and it was just like king snakes and milk snakes, and like every pull you'll toe be like looking everywhere, trying to bite you.
Did you see his mole snakes?
Mhm.
Oh, those are so cool. Those
Yeah,
are
like, it was like I think he got him in around sometime like that time I was there. Those things are actually cool.
Yeah, they are really cool.
I've never heard about them until I saw them, to be honest.
Me neither. Me neither. I saw a video from him. First time I heard of him, and they are awesome. But
They have like this
I
little beaked nose, kind of, and apparently they're live birth.
really live birth?
I think so. Let me look that up.
Damn. But like, I would love to just like go to Kevin's place or Brian's place and just like walk around looking through bins and just checking shit out. Would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah, I think they're live birth.
that's cool. I love live birth snakes. Eggs kind of intimidate me, not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just feel like there's so many things that can go wrong while you're incubating.
Yeah, I just don't like how long it takes for freaking live variants to freaking give birth.
Yeah, that is a pain. I saw a photo of a female Burmese python gravid. She looked like a freaking balloon. I mean, I have never seen a snake puff up that much when it's gravid. It was crazy. Like, phew. Yeah.
So like what? So the first place you want to visit when you come to the U.S. is Nerd.
Probably, yeah. Yeah,
And then, like what else?
um I would
Brian's
love
place.
definitely Brian's place. That is like I am booking a private tour, going to BHB. I am seeing that stuff, you know. Um, honestly, I don't even know what else. I mean, I'd probably just meet up with some of my friends that I have over there, you know, some of my reptile people, um, and just kind of like, yeah, I mean, hang out with the people around there.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, Nerd and Brian's place would be the two reptile facilities that I'd really want to go to, and the rest would just be hanging out.
Yeah, dude. Both the facilities are amazing.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what Brian like is gonna do to expand everything.
Definitely, yeah, that's going to be really cool. He does an amazing job with that stuff. Like, just I think it's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would really like to go to Nerd, also to meet up with Rob and Jeremy because I talked to those guys for a while.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, dude, they're awesome, man.
yeah, they're really cool people.
And Jeremy's collection too is freaking.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, talking to Rob was fun because he's also big into the invertebrates. So it was really cool talking to someone who's like, you know, invertebrates and reptiles, which you don't, I feel like you see less often, you know, it's usually one or the other.
You know what I need now after seeing Steven's place?
Uh,
What do you think? What do you think? Rob is into them too a lot. He has one that's like pretty well known.
Oh,
The python.
scrub pythons. Yeah, yeah,
Fuck.
oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
came out of Steven's place looking on Morph Market trying to find scrub pythons.
I can't blame you, man, but they are expensive, man. Like really,
They're all imported too.
aren't they Australian?
I think some are, but I'm not sure like where they're from. But Steven is legit the king.
Yeah.
Nobody was
another place
joking.
I'd love to go to is Desiree's place.
Dude, it was freaking amazing.
I mean, dude, they do some crazy work with scrubs, man. I mean, they really do.
Yeah, dude.
And their green tree monitor work and like their tree monitor work in general, it's just, man.
From their freaking croc monitors, like did you see my post of the all yellow green tree that they have?
Yeah, yeah.
That thing,
Well-
I see it, like he opens the tub and I'm like, that puts all of this into shit. And I start freaking laughing.
Man. Also, their piebald caiman.
They have one?
Or is it an albino caiman? They have some caiman that's a morph. Maybe it's not Desiree.
I remember he showed me his hypo gator. They have a hypo alligator.
That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Those are awesome. Honestly, gator morphs and like crocodilian morphs are just next level. I mean,
Yeah, dude, I can't wait to see like, I gotta send you this post. It was like some kind of, it looks like hypo crocodile or some shit like that.
man,
Crazy.
someday I would love to get into keeping crocodilians, but
I wouldn't mind like, because if the laws do change here, and like I can keep an alligator, I'm gonna go big. I'm gonna get like an albino or like a melanistic,
yeah, I can
and
understand.
just like go full Kevin McCurley on it and like train the shit out of it and all that stuff.
Yeah, there's actually a place in Germany who sells albino alligators, and I can get a baby albino for 30 grand, and
30 grand.
yeah,
Holy shit.
and an adult female or an adult male for 80 grand plus.
Holy fuck, dude, the last time
they can ship it to you. Like they will like literally drive to wherever you are and give it to you.
last time I saw an albino for sale, it was like 15,000. It was a baby.
15.
And then an all black one was like 25, 20.
Yeah. They also have melanistics that they're selling.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even remember, but it was absurd. It was like 40 plus grand for a baby.
Fuck that.
I mean, I would pay that. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would pay it.
Yeah.
Like, such an animal is just unreal.
It's like same with freaking boneless pythons. There's so much money.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting until someone cracks the code on like breeding them, and then they just like start going down from there. But you can't. It's kind of impossible to breed them if you don't have like the barometric pressure and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But someone in the U.S. did breed them and got 6 eggs.
Aren't Nerd breeding them?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they are not easy to breed. They go for about 12-ish grand here.
For a baby?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
They go for like, I think Nerd had a baby for like 8 or 9. You know how many green trees I can buy with that?
A lot. You could get like 18, right?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
But if I go crazy into the designer stuff, I'll probably get like 2.
For real. Man, I love the blue-green trees. Those are
Dude.
wicked.
Hopefully, like my plan is to get, since these two are different crosses, hopefully my plan is to get a male Jayapura, a female Sarong, and a male Biak. So I just have like the 3 localities.
Right, yeah.
And then I'll just start going into the crazy expensive shit.
Yeah, I like the Juracayas.
Juracayas.
Juracayas. They start There's another. I swear there's another green tree python locale. Maybe I'm going crazy.
See, I know there's sarong, there's cyclops,
Biax.
there's beox, yeah.
Um, I'm gonna wait. I'll search it up really quick.
I know there's numpher, which is
Okay.
like another kind of beox. Tamika, I think, is one of them.
Jakari.
Jakari. I've never heard of that.
This is what comes up when I. They kind of just look like normals. Oh man, I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy. From what I remember, they have like a little higher whites, but I don't know. Maybe I'm turning senile when I'm 15. But I could be totally wrong. I am not a green tree python person, but
Yeah.
I remember seeing them. I
Okay.
think. But yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy how much the arboreals have gotten.
Yeah, I mean they are just. I can't blame it because like they are my favorite types of snakes.
Mhm.
But like, it's just a bummer, you know. Like they're not easy to get into.
Mm-hmm. And it's just like people like. I feel like the reason why I maybe like skyrocketed is because people that have nothing to do with reptiles are like, holy shit, it's a green snake with
Yeah.
dots on it.
No, I mean that's literally it. I mean you see on like Instagram and Pinterest and stuff, like these non-reptile people posting like, "Oh my God, look at this," you know, and then more people go to their pet stores looking. I remember like a while ago, like 5 years ago or something, they were a lot cheaper. I mean, they were like 200 maybe
Mm-hmm.
around that, and yeah, even a wild caught would be 350
Yeah,
easily.
dude.
So, yeah. It's a bummer, but I mean, it also kind of makes it worthy because, like, if you do breed them, you know you're gonna get your money back, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because they are easy to sell. And oh yeah, right. In the comments, there's Aru green trees and Mannock, I guess.
Okay. Like Manaquari.
I think that might be it. I'm not
Okay.
sure. Aru green trees is one that I am fully aware of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was sold to me as an Aru.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And she was sold to me as a Maruki. Maruki. So I was excited because it was Aru, and Aru was like one of my favorites at that time.
So how do you really tell the difference between the locales? Because to me, they kind of just look green.
The markings and the color usually, and the heads too, because the heads are like kind of different. So the Beox, of course, are just green and yellow, and they have like the dots, some dots. The Jaipuras have like a blue stripe down their back with like diamond markings. And
Jayakuru,
then,
that's what I'm thinking of.
oh, okay,
I think that's what I'm thinking of.
okay. And then the sarongs, I guess, have a little bit of everything. If that's what he really is, just kind of, I freaking hate the seller that sold that to me
Yeah.
because he sold it to me as an Aru, and if you go back on his Instagram, it literally says sarong. So he's an asshole.
That's a bummer.
But he showed me pictures of it when it was like baby, and it was like all yellow. And then I bought both of these as adults, so I didn't know what color she was. But according to one of my mentors, he can tell just by looking at her that it was yellow. I'm like, how? He's like, because of the blue and the markings and all that stuff. I'm like, okay. So I was like, let's see like, if we can put that up to the test. And of course, all of them come out yellow.
Really?
So yeah, yellow to yellow, you'll get all yellows. Red to yellow, you'll get both.
And then
And then red to red, I think you can get both too.
both. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah. I was always confused on like how that worked. But yeah, I thought it was just always random.
Yeah. And then have you seen those babies that are like all black?
I have, yeah. Those are just insane. I mean, like
Like, I mean, I know they're red, but of course, it's like
It's pretty
that
much
black and like that maroon is like what's making it
yeah. I
pop.
wish they kept that color. Like, can you imagine if the babies kept their baby colors?
Oh yeah, dude.
That'd just be nuts.
I need to see some albinos soon, dude. I know there've been a few that have been
Yeah.
hatched here. They just don't really make it.
I don't think there was a single albino in Europe. Could be
Oh no, there
wrong.
was.
There was?
Yeah, someone has a pair, I think, in Europe right now.
Damn, I would really like an albino.
I just don't know how much they are because I've never seen one for sale. And
Probably.
you just have to be lucky too, because I think the parents that came from the albino here in the U.S. were like random imports. I think something like that.
Right. Yeah, but I can imagine a albino baby sells for more than I can afford. I wonder how they'd look. Would they look like babies, or would they be more whitish, or would they be more?
So when they're born, I'll send you a picture. When they're born, the person in the U.S. had both a red and a yellow albino. So when the yellow one is born, its eyes color is like a little different, but you can tell off the tongue color. I forgot what color the tongue is supposed to be, but if it's like white, I think it's an albino. And then with the reds, it's I think mainly in the eyes.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would love a green tree python. Probably once I start breeding and I am actually getting some funds in,
Mm-hmm.
I'll invest in some.
Okay.
But yeah, they're really expensive.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, dude. Thank you for having me on this podcast, man.
yeah, we've hit the hour mark.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
man.
dude. Thank you, bro.
No problem, dude.
Freaking
You're
blast.
back anytime.
All right. Thank you.
Everyone, thanks for watching, and I will see you another day.